Hi everybody, Chris Larson from CrossbowExpert.com. A lot of people, they buy their new Ravin R9 or R15 and the next question out of their mouth is always, what broadhead should I shoot? And for me, a lot of it really depends on what type of game you're going to hunt and what kind of situation you're going to hunt. Now the Rage crossbows, they do a lot of advertising. A lot of people really like them. I actually shoot Rage through a lot of my bows as well. I haven't actually shot this particular broadhead through a Ravin yet, but Rage has really redone their crossbow broadheads. A few years back, they were having some issues with retention through these faster crossbows, but they've redone their retention system, and they have a really nice retention system rated over 400 feet per second. The Rage hypodermic give you maximum penetration for shooting a mechanical broadhead, so it'd be a really nice mechanical broadhead for this R9. They always shoot really well, and they just put a lot of blood on the ground, which when you're shooting whitetails or even black bear, what you're looking for is blood trail. You want to get a lot of blood down so you can obviously kill the animal with good hemorrhage, make a nice kill on it, but the blood trail is what's going to help you recover your game. So the Rage hypodermic going to give you that penetration you're looking for. Now the broadhead that I've been shooting for a long time that I really like for whitetails and as well for bears going to be the Killzone crossbow, and I shoot it in a 125. The 125 grain going to give you a little bit better front of center, going to give you a little bit better accuracy, but these NAP Killzones, the retention system on them is designed for your high-speed crossbows. If you're shooting Excalibur, you're shooting Ravin, whatever high-speed crossbow you're shooting, the Killzone is going to give you that two-blade blood trail that you want. They have super sharp broadheads, so if you ever call us and ask us what broadhead, we're generally going to recommend this one just because we shoot this one, and it puts a lot of blood on the ground. It gives you that retention so that broadhead's not going to open up before it hits the animal. So that's why we really like these Killzones. We've tested them through 400 feet per second crossbows, shooting through paper at 30 yards. They're not opening. They're giving you that field point accuracy, especially with the 125 grain. It's going to help you out with the penetration as well. Another really good broadhead that we like, and this is one that a lot of different crossbow manufacturers recommend, is made by the same company as the Killzone. This is the NAP Spitfire. The real big difference between the Spitfire and the Killzone, obviously the ferrule design is going to be a little different. The ferrule is kind of the body of the broadhead, but this is a 3-blade compared to the 2-blade. Now, for my money, what I like, the Killzone is going to be my deer broadhead just because a 2-blade broadhead's generally going to give you a better blood trail than the 3-blade. I like these 3 blades for turkey hunting though. When we're turkey hunting, what we're looking to do is put as much blade as possible into the animal just because they don't have as big a vital area. So I like the 3-blade for turkey. So if you're shooting the NAP Killzone for your deer, the Spitfire is going to be the best one for turkey. Can you kill deer with the Spitfire? Can you kill turkey with a Killzone? You certainly can. They're both going to be really good broadheads on those animals, but if we're looking for the optimum setup for turkey or for deer or for bear, I like the 2-blade on the bigger animals, the 3-blade on the turkey. Now a lot of you guys have just watched the beginning part of this video and said, well, that's great, those are mechanicals, all I want to shoot is a fixed blade, I don't trust mechanicals. And the thing I will tell you is that the mechanical gives you a better blood trail, it's going to give you a bigger hole in the animal, but the main thing is that you trust the broadhead you're shooting and you're confident in the broadhead that you're shooting. Because if you're not confident in your broadhead and something goes wrong, that's the first thing you're going to blame. So shoot a broadhead that you're confident in. If you just don't trust a mechanical, I've been shooting mechanicals, I love them, but if for some reason maybe you've been around, you're like, all I want is a fixed blade, well then shoot a fixed blade. And really, if you guys are thinking about doing some hog hunting as well, elk hunting, a fixed blade might be the better way to go, just because your fixed blade is going to give you a little smaller cut, but you're going to get that penetration. So for hogs and for elk, sometimes penetration is going to be much more important, and the fixed blade is going to deliver penetration at a better scale than what those mechanicals are. Mechanicals are meant for opening them up, for putting a lot of blood in them, but if you've got real thick skin or real big animals, maybe these fixed blades are the way to go. So our favorite fixed blades are going to be the Slick Trick. Again, this is in the 125. The 125 grain is going to give you a little better penetration, a little more momentum down range, and a little more accuracy, just heavier than the 100 grain, and that's going to help you out. So we really like the Slick Tricks. They shoot well. They put animals down, so they're going to be a really good broadhead for you if you're shooting out of that Ravin R9. The other one, and this is an Excalibur product, so it's not just a broadhead only, but we've been doing a ton of testing with these Excalibur bolt cutter broadheads. And if you want to shoot a fixed blade and get accuracy, they're about as accurate as any fixed blade that's out there. But keep in mind, they are 150 grains, so they're heavier. They're going to slow down your arrow a little bit just because you got more weight out front. The other thing is, when you buy your Ravin package, you're going to get 100 grain tips. So if you do go with these bolt cutters, make sure you buy some 150 grain tips as well, because what's going to happen is if you do all your practice shooting with those 100 grain tips, then put these on, you're going to hit low. So whatever broadhead you end up going with, just make sure if you're using a 125 grain broadhead that you're using 125 grain practice tips. If you're using 150 grain broadheads, make sure you're using 150 grain practice tips, and so on. 100 grain, same thing. So just make sure whatever practice tip and whatever broadhead that the weights match up on them, or you're not going to hit where you need to hit. But these are some of our favorite broadheads for the Ravin R9 and the R15 as well. If you have any other questions about broadheads, maybe you've got a favorite and you want to talk about it, feel free to give us a call or just make a comment below and say, hey, I like this broadhead, what do you think about it? And we can give you what we think about it. We haven't shot all of them, but we've tested a bunch of them. There's a lot of really good broadheads out there. Like I said, the main thing is to shoot the one that you're confident in. These are the ones that we're most confident in, but if you've got another one that you really like and you're having success with it, then keep shooting it. For more information, check us out at crossbowexpert.com.